Well, I'm really getting set up for beaver. You really got to work these creeks around the rain, and we have no rain for the next 8 days, so that's going to be my beaver season. Seasonal is for everything else, and I'm not gonna mess around with it. So we're gonna get set up. I got a bunch of drowner weights that's already left up here from the past year, so that's good. And the water's gonna come down, so that's why I'm really not going too full bore, because you put a caster mount set and the water drops a foot overnight, and then you're just screwed. So anyway, we'll go up here, we'll make a few sets, bring you guys along. We'll kind of get set up for beaver trapping for a week, and then we shall see. Alright, so we're back here at this what I called the 100% set, and as you can see, it's produced again. Now the reason I call this 100% set, and I'll say it again, is because this creek here, it funnels down into one spot. Every critter has to go through here, so if you do your part, you've got them. Now you can see this, I made a catch 2 days ago. It didn't catch anything yesterday, and then today we have this nice big beaver in here too. And you can see from the previous days that I've had to, slope the trap more towards the center of the creek due to the fact of the dropping water. But you can still see, there's a piece of garbage here, but you can see where the beavers have actually, made a trough in the water. So these sets are deadly. Now this is just a perfect catch. You can see that natural dive stick. He was slowing down, probably to dive underneath there, and I'll see if I can take this guy out for you. But to show you, this is the perfect way to that you want them caught, just right behind the ears. And now that's a pretty healthy beaver there. He may be pushing 50 pounds, so that's really good. Older beaver, you can see they've been fighting a little bit. A few scarred up on his tail, but anyway, fills that 330 up real nice. So, like I said, just a killer set if you can find them. And I'm gonna reset this until I'm done trapping. So anyway, guys, just remember, quality sets produce. So just real quick here, while we're talking about this beaver here, I wanted to tell you, it's been it was 2 days since I caught the last one, and this was the pair. This was the pair in here. Now, in my area, I'm trapping these creek beavers, and the problem I have trapping them is strictly permission. We don't have navigable waterways here like in other states. So the biggest downfall to trapping these critters are the fact that, their house or their bank den or whatever may be on somebody else's property that I cannot get permission for. And so this is how I compensate for it. I find these good travel ways. These beavers are still running up and down the creek. So even if I can't find the house, I may have to wait an extra day or two, but they're eventually going to move, and I can get them this way, because I can, the beavers, the house that these beavers are coming from, I'm not able to trap on that property due to, private ground. So this is my way of doing it. I'm probably roundabouts a quarter mile down from where I believe the bank den is. So like I said, it may take you an extra day or two, because these beavers, they don't come down and check all this stuff every day, but you let it sit here and it'll produce big pigs like that. So anyway, just something to think about. All right, guys, so back checking a few beaver sets today here. I showed you this set, I think yesterday. It had a coon in it, and just a simple caster mount set. Like I said, don't have a bunch of sets out, but the few I've got out for a good reason. So this set here is actually fairly close down the creek. It's probably only about 50 yards or so from where I believe the beavers have their bank den. And now traditionally, the closer you set to the house, you catch the smaller ones. And that was actually the idea in this situation. I have a need for a couple of the smaller beavers, so this was the reason for this set. As you can see here, it's not much, just it really doesn't take much. I've got a stick there for eye appeal, some caster, and just a little bitty of a mound. Beavers work more off of scent than they do off of sight, so we're playing off of that. Just right there was where the trap was, so where he's got to come up and almost be walking before he steps on the trap, and that's what you want to see. So I'll drag him up there for you. Not a very big beaver, maybe 15, 18 pounds. MB 750, you know, just a perfect catch on him. You can see now, whenever I set my traps, I set them long ways like this. So with his big foot, you know, even that small beaver like that, you can see how wide his foot is. And so whenever he steps on that trap, those jaws, they come up and they close around. And even if you don't get, you know, this is a real high catch, but the foot will actually fold up. If you have your trap set the other way, it's liable to actually kick the foot up and out, just due to the fact of the size of the foot, you know, because they're walking like that and they've got the big web feet. So just something to consider. I usually set mine about like a 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock, or 11 o'clock, 5 o'clock kind of thing. You know, as far as on a clock with the levers. So I've got some neat plans for this little guy. I actually wanted a smaller one for this project, so I'm not going to tell you what it is, but stay tuned, and you'll be seeing this guy again. So anyway, I'll get this reset here. The caster's there, the stick's there. All I need to do is just remove the trap and set it again. All right, so checking a few sets today here. That is where the caster mound was. There is a footprint right there, one on the caster mound, and the trap is gone. So that's good. Let's pull her up and see what we have. I really don't have the proper footwear on for this, but we'll see. Oh boy, he's heavy. All right. Whew. Okay. So here we go. That's a brute. That is a brute. All right. This was just a brake rotor for a drounder weight. And there he is. That's actually the brake rotor off of a 3/4 ton truck. And well, you can kind of use that for comparison, or the MB 750. Now, I targeted the front foot catch. The trap was set just there, and it's pretty steep bank, so he's walking. You know, he's almost walking by the time he comes up, which is what you want. This, you can see, perfect catch. I've talked about trap placement before. You can see the trap was set in the manner that it is still there, where it's almost a you know, like a 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or a 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock face. So as it comes up, it comes up and catches the foot in that manner. So this is a nice big beaver here. This is probably 55 pounds or so. He's definitely over 50. He's pretty good size. So this is awesome. This is the first catch that I've made at this caster mound set. This is the one where I showed the set being made. There's a toilet actually just up there, and I've trapped it for years, but it's not super close to the bank den. I'm not able to get on the property where the den is. So sometimes it takes some time, and you know, like I said, this was my second check on this. So anyway, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Really happy with this guy. He's a super blanket for sure. So anyway, caster mound is untouched. It's perfect. We'll leave it, and I'm gonna get this guy out of this trap, and then I'll reset this. And whenever there's one big one, there's usually two. So we'll see if we can't get him. All right. So here's the remake of the set. Like I said, nothing fancy. You can actually see all the beaver tracks around here, so they're naturally coming up here. But like I said before, you don't have to find these spots. It just increases your odds. As far as the caster mount set go, you can see there is nothing fancy about that. I think a lot of people overthink the caster mount set. They try to perfect it, and you're not going to do that. You don't need to. You can, but you don't need to. Now you can see the water's fallen probably close to 10 inches to a foot since I made this set, 3 days ago. And I've just kept moving the trap down. So if you can see right there, that's where that MB750 is. You can see how I've oriented the trap with the levers. So where I've offset it just a little bit of, basically I draw a line from the X, and the idea is that's what he's going to key on and come swimming up. And of course his feet are not in the center of his body, so you offset just a little bit. The trap is right there. It's firmly bedded in the ground. You still need to really kind of make sure your traps are firmly bedded even whenever they're underwater. This trap's completely submerged as per our laws here. And I've got it to where you can see the bank where it kind of goes down pretty steep right there. The idea is that the beaver is going to to almost be walking by the time he gets to that trap. Now I always set for a front foot catch. Whether I catch him or not, that's fine. But if you set for a front foot catch and you miss him on the front foot and he crawls up on the bank, you still got a chance to catch him by his back foot. If you set deep for a back foot and you miss him, that's it. Your one chance is gone. So like I said, nothing fancy at all with these caster mount sets. You can see I don't have any blocking here. And I really think that's important in a caster mount set. No caster mount set that I've ever seen has blocking around it. A natural caster mount set. And these beavers are, they're coming in here thinking it's a natural type of set. So I really just orient the trap with the the eye appeal sticks, and the caster is just right there too. Beavers hunt more by smell than they do by sight. So, everything's kind of in line, and these sets produce, guys. I mean, it's what it is. They produce and they work good, and they're simple. So anyway, I'm gonna get this guy drug out of here. Got to pack him a good little ways, and then we'll be moving on.